Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Place we talk about anything and everything that is geek, will be TV, comics, movies, and video game. And this week I'll be concluding my special string of shows that I call shows called suggestions from the viewers. And there's like, as y'all know, these last few weeks I've been doing shows. I've been doing a series of shows that's been come from suggestions that you, the viewers, have suggested to me that you want me to do. And first one was a toy review in which I did my review of a lot of my favorite Superman figures. And second one was for the second one was what movies did I what movies did I think were responsible for helped in the resurgence of comic characters and comic book movies, in which I merged with my own original idea, which I merged with my own original idea, seeing as how they fit, his idea and my idea fit hand in hand with each other, and turn it into top five contributing factors factors that popularize geek culture. And this week, I'm going to be doing a show from an idea that was pitched to me by from a Google Plus follower by the name of Joseph. Forgive me if I mispronounce your last name. It is Joseph Sokolowski. Forgive me if I mispronounce your name, man. But Joseph Sokolowski suggested me the idea of that I discussed. The idea of discussing, is Barbara Gordon a better Oracle or Batgirl? And that is a very, very good question. It's a very good topic of discussion. And as y'all know about the whole thing. And any fan knows that out there knows that Barbara Gordon was originally Batgirl, and the Joker paralyzed her, and she became the character Oracle. And I think she got even more popular as Oracle than she did as Batgirl. Though I've heard that in some books she was starting to get feeling back in her legs and her feet and start trying to walk again. She was still the character of Oracle. Well, and of course, everybody knows there have been two other girls that have taken her place as Batgirl. One being Cassandra Cain, who wound up becoming Black Bat, and the one that was Batgirl just before she just before the New 52 was enacted. Stephanie Brown, aka Spoiler, aka Robin, and she became Batgirl. She became the official Batgirl. And it was actually pretty popular just before the New 52. Just before they introduced the New 52, in which completely wiped all that away and changed history to where Barbara Gordon didn't get paralyzed by the bullet, but did get hurt. But she didn't get paralyzed by the bullet, and she's essentially Batgirl still. And I know a lot of folks love that, but there's a lot of longtime fans that's like, you've completely regressed the character by doing that. And I'm gonna say it right now. To me, according to me, and according to my friend, according to my follower, Joseph, we both believe that she is better as Oracle. To answer that question, because he too, just like I do, believes that she is better as the Oracle character than she is as Batgirl. And why it's enjoyable to see Batgirl see her as Batgirl again. She's better as Oracle. She's a better character as Oracle. I mean, it's just a bet. It's character progression, which seems to not be a very big thing in the New 52 because they seem stuck. They seem about stuck the way they are, or in some cases, of some characters completely thrown out of what they're supposed to be. Like, I don't know, Dick Grayson relinquishing the title, relinquishing the identity of Nightwing after all these years. Of course, he was Batman at one time, and in the New 52, they reverted him back to being Nightwing, and then on after Forever Evil, they made it look like Nightwing was dead, and he goes on to be Mr. 007 type Dick Grayson, or I call him 00 Grayson. I mean, that's completely against his character. And I'm going to say it, they ruined Batgirl when they did that. I mean, you already had a Batgirl, and you decided to revert back to the old one. The first one. And on top of that, she looks way younger than she was. I mean, the Barbara Gordon you got now, I think was about, I'd say probably in her 30s. I'd say by now she's probably in her 30s. The Batgirl you got now is early 20s. And now they've gone and redone Batgirl again within the New 52. I think she was attacked. Her suit was destroyed. Her old gadgets were destroyed and everything. And what does she do? She moves on away from Gotham to a suburb called Burnside, where she's going to graduate school and everything. And she starts being Batgirl again. She starts hipping up her outfit. She starts wearing this, like she just slaps together an outfit out of just normal clothes. Hip clothes on top of that. And from what I've seen of a lot of these pictures of Batgirl, it almost looked like when they gave her this new hipper look, it's like they've regressed her back from 20 years old to being a high schooler. They can't make up their mind what they want her to be. And it's just like DC with the rest of the New 52. They can't make up their mind what they want to do with them now. They've stripped away who they are. And I mean, first you got Batgirl, first you got Barbara Gordon, Oracle, trainer of new generation of heroes. Maybe one day she would have taken up the costume again eventually. Who knows? Then you got and then they hit the New 52 button, and suddenly she's back to her like early 20s, back to her early 20s in a halfway armored looking suit in which she never got paralyzed. Then they ditched the armored suit and the darkness and all that stuff and put this hip new outfit on her, this new hipper outfit on her, and make her look like she's in high school. And to make her even younger, make her look like she's about 15, 16 years old. Make up your mind, people. I mean, and that's why she's better as Oracle, because not just because they just New 52 they're just messing her up, but the fact is she's just so much more developed character, and she's been there. She's seen stuff. She's seen the darkest parts of the earth. I mean, she went from costumed adventurer to being stuck in a wheelchair to being the brains of Gotham, to being Batman's eyes, to being you might say about Batman's eyes, Robin's eyes, being the eyes of the whole Bat family. And not only that, being useful to other members of the DC universe too, even Superman. And not to mention being in a relationship with Dick Grayson. They became closer to the point of like they were fixing to get married. I mean, she's seen the darker side of life, darker side of being a hero. And she's been there, man. She's overcome it. She's a more seasoned hand, and now she's training the next generation, teaming with the next generation. And to me, she's just so much better character there than she is in New 52. Because New 52 is like she's starting all over again. And to tell you the truth, if they keep regressing her back anymore, you're going to see a little 5-year-old girl in pigtails and a little ballerina outfit with a bat on the front of it. You don't watch it because it's getting like they keep de-aging her. First she's in her 20s, fresh out of college, being Batgirl. Then it's like she's being and all of a sudden they hip up her outfit and put her in high school and de-age her being Batgirl in high school. What's next? Elementary school Batgirl? I think they already got that Tiny Titans, thank you very much. I mean, she's just not that developed a character. And on top of that, back in the darker stuff, she killed her own brother, which she didn't. And every 5 seconds on the front of something, it was Jim Gordon pulling his gun on her. Every doggone cover you saw was Jim Gordon pointing his gun at her. And there's a lot of folks that are hardcore Batgirl fans that hated it. Hated to see Jim Gordon almost killing his own daughter and not even know it. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how she has to kill her own brother. Like she kills her own brother and has her own dad trying to hunt her down, and they're about to kill her too, just to bring her into custody. It's ridiculous what they've done to her. Just like Superman and all the other characters in DCU, the New 52 has ruined her too. It's ridiculous what they've done, what DC's done. And I hope with this new upcoming Convergence series, I hope with this they bring her back. They bring her classic Oracle self back and keep her there. Because I can't stand this, and there's a lot of folks that can't stand this. And I'm loving it that in Convergence there is going to be a 2-parter in which her and Dick Grayson are about to get married, if not already married. I mean, they've progressed along as they're supposed to. But and I'm hoping that that's where it's going to stick at is the pre-52 classic universe. And I just excuse me. I just can't wait to see everything get back to the way it's supposed to be. And they get rid of this New 52 mess and everything gets straightened out. Because, again, Barbara Gordon makes so much better is a lot better Oracle than she is a Batgirl now. Because she's done the Batgirl thing. She's been crippled. She's been crippled by the Joker. And now she's going on to be an even better character as Oracle than she was as Batgirl. And the New 52 regressing her back to being Batgirl, and they're about regressing her back to being a high schooler, trying to make her look hip and fashiony, is just terrible. And again, I'd rather see her as Oracle. Me and Joseph, him, and a lot of other fans of classic DC, the real DC, want to see her back. They would rather see Oracle Batgirl, Oracle Barbara Gordon, than Oracle and Batgirl, than New 52 Batgirl, hipped up Barbara Gordon. But what do y'all think? Or do y'all prefer her? Do you prefer her as Batgirl? Or do you prefer her as Oracle, or do you prefer her as Batgirl? What do you think? As always, drop me a comment in the comment box. I would love to hear what y'all have to say on this subject. And I guess that's all for this week's edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Thank you again to Mr. Joseph Sokolowski for suggesting this idea for the show. This has been a great great way for me to discuss how I feel on this and how a lot of other folks feel on this, including him. And as always, you have any comments about the show, drop me a comment in the comment box. I would love to hear from you and I'd love to hear what y'all think. And like, subscribe, tell all your friends, share with all your friends, and as always, and as always, if you have any ideas about anything you want to hear me discuss or talk about here on the show, drop me a comment in the comment box. I'm always looking for fresh new things and subjects to talk about on this show and discuss on this show. So drop your idea in the comment box. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your ideas. And you never know, we may be made into an episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner, just like today's show. So, and again, I want to thank all the folks who gave me who sent their suggestions and suggest to me via Google Plus or however. Thank you for your suggestions. It's been fun doing all the doing shows from your suggestions. So definitely keep sending me your ideas. Because I would love to do shows about all of them. And there's still a few suggestions that I didn't get to, but I'm still making shows for those ideas. So bear with me. There will be shows in the future and there will be another shows from you, the fan. There will be another suggestions from the fans series. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I'll see y'all next time.